Hi, I'm Joe, the artificially generated news presenter, and here's a recap of news from this weekend. Let's start with TSMC, a Taiwanese semiconductor producer, which was targeted by an infamous Russian ransomware gang Lockbit. The gang said it got its hands on large swaths of the company's data and demanded $70 million in ransom. In its comments to the media, TSMC confirmed the breach, but blamed a hardware supplier for the leak. The Supplier, a Taiwanese company called Kinmax Technology, also confirmed the breach but downplayed its significance. According to Kinmax, it consisted of system installation environments and contained some customer names. The company added that the damage is minimal and is not going to result in substantial losses. In other news, Huobi, one of the largest crypto exchanges in the world, sustained a potential data breach. Researchers discovered misconfigured cloud storage that would allow anybody to access admin credentials and, subsequently, make changes on the platform. The vulnerability appears to have been fixed before any malicious actors managed to exploit it, but this serves as a reminder that any advanced technology bears massive cybersecurity risks and has to be protected appropriately. Which brings us to ChatGPT. A cyber researcher with a Twitter handle Lori Wired discovered a way to bypass many of ChatGPT restrictions and force the chatbot to create malware. It turns out all you have to do is write the command in emojis. Prompted in this way, ChatGPT forgets most of its filters and outputs malicious code. In the early days, there were many exploits that would force ChatGPT to create something forbidden, but most of them have been addressed and patched. There is a chance this exploit is now patched as well. And now, let's revisit a story from last week. You may remember that Dozer Teleport, a major Russian satellite communications company, has been attacked by a hacker gang seemingly connected to Wagner, a mutinous Russian private military corporation. Now Dozer finally admitted having been breached and said that its cloud infrastructure has been compromised. The company, which is a subsidiary of state-controlled industry giant Rosatom, was allegedly attacked for providing services to the Russian Defense Ministry, which Wagner is at odds with. However, since the attack, Dozer's management disputed the claim and said it never provided its services to the military. It appears the hackers took that personally and said that if the company keeps denying its relation to the military, they are going to leak 1.7 terabytes of the company's emails. To drive the point home, they posted personal contacts of the top management of the company, inviting the public to contact them and ask for a comment. Speaking of Wagner, just recently it became clear what is going to happen to the media empire controlled by the Wagner's owner, Russian oligarch Evgeny Prigozhin. After Prigozhin's coup, the empire hang in limbo, and now its management confirmed that all the news outlets are going to be closed, and the whole Patriot Group, which controlled them, is now dissolved. The most important part of that is the so-called Internet Research Agency, which belonged to the group and amassed massive troll farms. They first came under the spotlight in 2016 after the US presidential elections. Reportedly, the farms employed thousands of people working around the clock creating comments and posts with the aim of destabilizing Western countries and inciting dissent. This is by far not the only news from the front of cyber war. For example, Ukraine recently sustained a series of attacks on its banking systems from the No Name, an infamous Russian cyber gang which targeted various Ukrainian banks with DDoS attacks. The attack may have been spurred by the claims of Ukrainian officials, who said that Ukraine aims to become the first cashless society in the world. And that's it for this week. Check out my previous recap if you like this type of content, and I will see you in the next one.